Hello everyone and welcome to Monday's edition of the vlog. Hope you're having a fantastic week and I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Now, not to turn things into a bad subject, but unfortunately after the last couple of weeks we've been slammed on the Gold Coast, and that is from the government, the Department of Environmental and Science, I believe. They have proposed a new licensing system. Now, there's been a lot of uproar throughout the whole reptile and bird community, and it's not good for us. So I will put a link down in the description, and please go ahead and sign that. That is our ticket to voice everybody's opinion and anger towards this new licensing proposal. And it basically, in short terms, a lot of people are confused and angry about the sudden price hike. For example, they've made it so a normal keeper can only have a minimum of 5, I believe, reptiles and birds altogether, and as well as invertebrates as well. So you've got 5, and that's ridiculous. Like, I have 11 snakes, so that already cuts out the first 2 tiers. And the top tier, which I would be classed under, is sort of like a breeder license, and it's $680, I believe, for about 3 years. And it basically means that you can breed, sell, and all that sort of stuff, and we're basically turning into a pet shop. So I remember what happened with New South Wales, and it didn't get passed. They tried to classify reptile keepers as pet shops, and that didn't go through. So I think Queensland are just trying to follow suit and try and get their own little money grab scheme going. But with that said, that's all I'm going to say for the start of this, because I want to get back onto a positive note. But make sure you check that link down in that description, sign that petition, and if you can, donate $3, donate $4. It's a cup of coffee, and that will help reach more people, and more people that sign this, the better for us, and we will actually be able to beat this. So do that for me, guys, and now let's get back into the real stuff. And with that said, let's get straight into something else, which is awesome. Now, I'm holding the last 2 CBTV mugs. Now, these are $15 each plus postage, which is around 15 bucks. Now, not bad for one of these really cool mugs. The best part is it's my little brand. It's going to be the educational stuff, so make sure that you get onto this. Message me down below, go onto the socials, or if you have my number, give me a call. Make sure that you get on this, because the proceeds to these mugs, and I will have sold these up to 8 now, the rest is going to conservation projects. So we'll most likely be working with Australia Zoo, and we will actually adopt an animal and pay the proceeds for that, and we'll have a certificate. And whoever does buy these mugs, I will make sure that I can photocopy the certificate of adoption, and we will send out a copy to each and every one of you that purchases one of these mugs. With that said, we'll have some more merch as well, which we'll work in with a few other projects, and we'll start adopting other animals and helping organizations and stuff like that. So make sure you contribute. It's going to help our environment, help our animals. I'm not making any money out of this. I'm just collecting what I get from this and chucking it straight back into charity. So make sure you get on that, because this is such a great cause, and it's near and dear to me. I do love wildlife, and I do love helping where I can. So make sure we do that. But now let's show off some snakes. So as you can see with Parkinson, he's normally a ground-dwelling snake, but of course when the time comes that he is needed to climb, he is still able to do that. And that muscle power to be able to hold onto that light cage is remarkable. And he's quite a big boy now. But that's a perfect example of a snake that is willing to climb, even though it's not necessarily in its genetic makeup to climb. Now, the question I have for you guys is, can you imagine not owning these gorgeous reptiles? Now, I know snakes have a bit of a bad rap at times, and that's just due to the fact that, you know, they can be bitey, and the fact that especially this guy, he gives me a run for my money every now and then. But you know, I do love all my animals, and I could not part with any of them. And I remember speaking to our good friend Dean, and there's no way that I could have 5 animals, just due to the fact that, you know, they're all so special to me. And especially this guy. Like, this guy I won from Neil Sodman, as you guys know now. And as much as he can be a bit of a prick at times, it's okay, because I treat him like a member of the family, and I've had him since he was quite small. So it's good to know that as much as these guys can be quite bitey, I still love them regardless. And it's more than a hobby to me. It's a great passion, and I do love these guys as more than you could imagine. And I could not part with them. I can't. So we've got to make sure that we fight this, guys. It's part of the reason why I do this, is to educate people and show them that these guys are sweet, innocent. They're not these demonic creatures that want to eat you or want to terrorize your neighborhood, sort of thing. This is just beauty at its finest. It's remarkable to see them in action, and it's also amazing to own such awesome creatures. So now that the temperature is getting quite cool, so what I'm going to be doing is I'll be feeding our snakes, the bigger ones, tonight, minus the spotters, because they're still going at it quite well, which is good, so keep those fingers crossed for me. But what I'll do is I'll give them all a last feed and then turn that temperature down a little bit, keeping those Woma hatchlings still on the heat though, because obviously they're small, they don't need to go through that cooling process. But I will be trialing, I'll put the Womas in, obviously, the male and the female, the adults, and I will be trialing a Jag to Diamond pairing. Now I'm hoping that this goes well, because it could be an extra pairing that I can squeeze in for this season, which would be cool. But again, like, Buddy is ready to go, but I'm just not sure about Rose. So fingers crossed for that one as well. So we'll see how we go. All right, everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. Make sure you go check that description link down below. Sign that petition for me. The more we get, the better it's going to be in the outcome, because the Queensland fauna lobbyists are the one that run it, and they know exactly what we want and what we want to get out of this. So we've got to make sure that we keep these guys in the loop, and they can fight for us, use our words with their organization, and just hit the government as hard as they can. So make sure you do that for me, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me, hit that notification bell, drop a comment down below if you want to have a chat, and of course I will see you on Thursday.